Hello YouTube. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be doing something a bit different right now, and I'm gonna be taking a break from Star vs. Evil for a little bit, so I can talk about Steven Universe, because they recently had their 100th episode, and yeah, I think that that's more worth talking about than Star meaning some nut jobs, so yeah. We're gonna talk about Steven Universe. So, this episode starts off as amazing as any episode can. Steven is playing a video game. The excitement, the complete excitement. Although, yeah, he is right. Video games are emotionally stressful, so I'll give them that. And yeah, that is a good opener, just for that one line. So then we see the very pressing issue of Lion messing around with Steven's shirt. So yeah, another thing that I understand. My cat messes around with my stuff all the time. So yeah, another thing I get as to how that'd be annoying. So yeah. So then Steven can stop Lion from messing around with his shirt. Steven decides he's gonna put the shirt in Lion's mane. So while in there, he just sort of stands on a branch until it breaks and he accidentally pops one of Rose's bubbles. Because I guess that the gem's bubbles work the same way as a real bubble, in which if they hit the grass, then they're gone. So, yeah, a gem is set free, so Steven goes out to consult the gems, and they say, hey, she sounds familiar, let her out. So they bring out this gem, and her name is Bismuth. So, yeah, new crystal gem? That's what all the commercials would make you think. Seriously, I hate the advertising for this episode. Every single time they advertise this episode, they will always just be saying, hey, there's a new member of the Crystal Gems. That got me so excited. Really, a new member of the Crystal Gems. How awesome would that have been? But then it turns out, nope, she's not. Thanks, commercials. Thank you. Thank you so much for messing that up. Yeah, new member of the Crystal Gems. Except for the fact that she isn't. So, yeah, there's a new gem out. And apparently she's been gone for a very long time, so she needs to catch up. So the way to catch her up is just by going to an old battlefield, and then boom, she completely gets the whole situation. So, yeah, then they decide they're gonna go to the Forge. And I love the Forge. Seriously, this place is awesome. Now, there are a few reasons why I like this place. For one, it mixes together classic blacksmithing techniques, like, well, doing things with a hammer instead of a power hammer, using different using little pieces of rock to form into steel. Those are old, and they also heat treat their weapon. Thank you. So, yeah, they have a lot of cool techniques that go into this, and I really do like seeing that. And, yeah, I am a person who, if you couldn't tell, loves weapons, and, yeah, this is just an awesome place to me, seriously. Just seeing all these awesome weapons in one place. They have a bronze sword. Awesome. So, yeah, there are a lot of cool weapons here, and there are also some weapon upgrades. Like, Garnet gets spikes on her gauntlet. Amazing upgrade, I guess that could help. And Pearl gets a Triton. I wonder if Garnet is just thinking, man, I got spikes and Pearl got a Triton. And Amethyst gets a mace. Awesome. And Steven gets nothing. Because why would Steven need any upgrade? Yeah, I find it weird, though, that Bismuth asks every other gem what their weapon is. Like, she even asks Amethyst what her weapon is and to see if she can upgrade hers, but she never asked Steven. Like, I mean, okay, she knows... I mean, like, okay, they do tell her earlier that yeah, this is Rose's son and he has her gem, but she doesn't know if he has the same weapons, which yeah, okay, he does, but are there any upgrades for his shield? That could be cool. Maybe having like some spikes at the end of his shield or something. That'd be awesome. But nope, never asks. Because I guess it wasn't that important. So, and then they get back. Again, not asking Steven if he needed any weapon upgrades. And once they get back, they decide they're gonna spar. And for some odd reason, this is unsettling to Steven. Really, I don't know why this is unsettling to him. It's not like he hasn't seen a fight before. I mean, okay, he is more of a pacifist, but he still fights. It's not like he's never fought before, or it's not like he's never seen the gems spar before. He's seen that. But for some odd reason, this time it's unsettling. Maybe it's because Bismuth needlessly destroys a rock. Yeah, she just randomly yells, "We are the crystal gems!" And I guess that we just aimlessly destroy rocks, because that's what we can do. So, yeah, I guess that was the unsettling part to him. Maybe you remember that one time Garnet and Anthus combined and got hit by a rock, so it brought back bad memories, I don't know. So, yeah, then Steven suggests that they try his exercises and pre-fighting rituals, because I guess that they're going to go out and fight something. Maybe the next day as they go to sleep after this day. So yeah, they decide to play badminton. Or at least I think that that's what badminton is. They have a volleyball net up, but they have one of the little birdies, so is it badminton, or is it volleyball, or is it tennis? You have tennis rackets out, too. It's one of the three, or it's a combination. I really don't get it. Is it volleyball, is it badminton, or is it tennis? I want to know. Or is it just some weird hybrid of the three? Anyway, yeah, they play that, and they also play Go Fish, I think, or Poker, whichever one they're playing. But hey, Bismuth has 4 aces with her, yet she doesn't fold at all. You could win the game, but yeah, I guess winning the game isn't a priority. So then they make pizza, and Anthus almost chokes on it. Seriously, when they're watching Lonely Blade, look to Amethyst in that scene. She looks like she's freaking choking on her pizza. Did she poof again? Did she, like, poof away again? I hope she did, because then she can change that stupid new costume. Why is her shirt ripped? I don't get that. Like, why is her shirt ripped? I really don't get it. But anyway, yeah, now they're watching this movie, and there's a bit of foreshadowing about this is a powerful weapon, but they shouldn't use it. No foreshadowing whatsoever. So, yeah. Wonder what Bismuth is gonna lead to after that scene. But then her and Steven actually do have kind of a nice talk, as they do discuss how Steven feels about being Rose Quartz's son, which is actually an interesting subject, and one that I have been hoping that they would address more, and the way they address it here is actually pretty well done. And they also talk about how he doesn't need to be like her. I do find it kind of neat that Steven does feel like he's living in the footsteps of his mother, and that everyone expects him to be like that, to be like her, but yeah, it's clear that he isn't gonna be, even though they do have a lot of similarities, and that's something that I find is an interesting subject matter. But I seriously just want Steven to just sit down and ask the Crystal Gems, okay, would you prefer me or my mother being around? I seriously want him to just ask them that just once, but he's probably not gonna do it, or at least not for a while, so yeah. Him and Bismuth talk for a bit, and this eventually leads to finding out that Bismuth actually made Rose's sword. Awesome. And then Bismuth decides, well, guess I'm gonna make Steven a weapon. Seriously, really want to see where this would go. I honestly really wanted it to be like a custom weapon for Steven. Like, I don't know, maybe give him an axe? Or a cannon? I don't know, a gun? A gun would be cool. Seriously, something. I don't know, maybe even throwing stars, who knows? Or a scythe, that would be awesome. Give him a scythe. That would be so cool. Or a bow staff, I don't know. Whichever one you want to give him, I'm fine with. But of course, no, she doesn't give him any of those. Very disappointed. And then she instead decides to take him down to give him the breaking point. A weapon that would have won the war, even though it has incredibly slow reaction time. But apparently this weapon can actually break it, can actually shatter a gem. So yeah, that would have won the war, and I guess it could have won it, but then there's also the matter that it is slow, a very, very slow weapon. Seriously, it takes it like 30 seconds to actually load. In that time, one of the homeworld gems could have either poofed or shattered their gem. Either Bismuth went slow for a demonstration, which I don't get because she seemed very excited to use it, or she just made a slow weapon, or she's still improving on it. I'm guessing that she was still improving on it, but anyway, Steven can't accept this weapon because like I said before, he's a pacifist, or at least he's more of a pacifist. Still, he does fight, so. And that's exactly what Rose Quartz said to Bismuth, so Bismuth just decides to fight, just sort of assuming that Rose Quartz is still conscious inside Steven. Which actually could also be a very interesting subject matter. Are we ever going to look into that? Because that sounds like a very interesting subject. But anyway, yeah, Bismuth and Steven start to fight. This battle eventually does end with Steven poofing her. God, that always sounds silly to say, but anyway, yeah, Steven does end up poofing her, and I think that this is his very first time poofing a gem. Or at least one that's like a conscious gem physical humanoid form. Like, I mean, yeah, okay, he's defeated other gems, but that's when they're corrupted. He hasn't defeated one that isn't corrupted, I don't think, yet. And this is his first one, so I'm hoping that they'll I'm kind of hoping that they'll embellish a bit with that and how he feels about it. Because that could also be a kind of interesting subject matter to explore a little bit more. So yeah, this episode also leaves it open for possibility and what to do next. And Steven comes back with Bismuth, and he explains to the gems that Bismuth was pretty much offering up this weapon that would shatter other gems, and Rose said no, and ending in a fight where she poofed her, put her in a bubble, and put her in Lion's Mane, because I guess that just telling the rest of the gems would be too much work. Seriously, why didn't she tell the other gems? I don't get that. But anyway, that's pretty much our episode, and it's really a good episode. Now, it's not necessarily my favorite out of the Summer Adventures series that's going on right now. That one would probably go to Mr. Greg. That episode was awesome. But this one is still really good, and my favorite part of this episode would have to be Bismuth herself. Now, for one, she honestly seems to be a very powerful gem. And also, her weapon is not necessarily a summoned weapon, it's her body. Her body can actually turn into different weapons, and that is so awesome. And it also reminds me of Carnage, so that's pretty cool. Now, I do like her design, although I don't get why she has rainbow dread hair. That's kind of strange and random, but anyway, she still looks awesome, and she is also pretty awesome of a character in that, yeah, you can tell that she's tough, and she also takes her job very seriously, but she's also very fun and very enjoyable to watch, and she's very likable, so I honestly want to see her come back. Like, if there's any chance that we can get her to come back, please do. I honestly really do think that she's awesome. Also, her gem goes inward. That is such a nice little piece into her design. I really do like that little detail. But all in all, she was a very awesome gem, and one that I do hope that we get to see again, because seriously, I just loved her. Also, she likes weapons. I freaking love weapons. So, yeah. That's an aspect of her that I really like. And also, her as a blacksmith is kind of a nice little addition to the Crystal Gems backstories. In that, yeah, they also did have material weapons, which I kind of don't get, as they can summon their own weapons, but yeah, they also need material weapons, I guess for upgrades or extra strength, but still seems kind of strange. But anyway, I do still think that Bismuth was an awesome addition, and I do really want to see her again, because she was very likable, and she's probably up there with some of my favorite gems on this show, so yeah, I honestly really liked her, and I wouldn't mind seeing her again. Also, she led down to the Forge, which is a place that I really hope that they go back to, because that place was awesome. Seriously, they combined old blacksmithing techniques with her stone. I seriously love the design of this place. It matches up to her stone, and it also matches into classic blacksmithing techniques, which would make sense seeing as the gems are very old. So, yeah, I honestly do love the idea of this place, and just a gem that's a blacksmith. I freaking love it. Seriously, blacksmithing is a very interesting art to me, and yeah, I honestly really liked seeing it represented pretty well in this show. So, yeah, I really liked seeing that. Also, we got to hear a little bit more about the Crystal Gems and their war against Homeworld, and yeah, that was honestly really interesting. I liked hearing about these other Crystal Gems that were gone, like old, old Crazy Legs, I think, Biggs, and Snowflake. I'm guessing that Snowflake was kind of that snow monster that they beat a long time ago, but don't necessarily know who the others are. Maybe old Crazy Legs was one of the Centipedals. I don't know. Maybe. Could be. Who knows? So, yeah, I don't really know who Biggs is. Guess it could really be any of the... I guess it could be any of the larger gems that were corrupted that they've had to beat, but I don't know. It could also be a Showered Gem. So, yeah, that was kind of cool. And one thing that I do kind of wish was one thing I do wish from this episode, though, is that we had a little bit longer of an arc with Bismuth. Like, maybe have her around for a little bit longer. One thing that I really do want to see with her is meeting Lapis Lazuli, because, yeah, in Lapis's backstory, we can see a gem who's very, very similar to Bismuth. And that gem is the one that got Lazuli captured by Homeworld to interrogate her, and also got her stuck in a mirror and got her stuck on Earth for thousands of years. So to me, it would be a very interesting moment to see those two meet, and I honestly think that would be very cool to watch, and that's something that I really wanted to see happen. That, and I also wanted to see Bismuth make Lapis and Peridot some weapons, as apparently they can't summon weapons. which I don't get. I mean, okay, I can at least get that on Peridot, as, yeah, she's a different generation of gems, so yeah, you could just say that they got rid of that whole entire summoning weapons thing, as they gave them abilities instead, like being able to have metal controlling powers like what Peridot has. So yeah, now Peridot's Magneto. I want to be on the watch for her. And also how Lapis has water controlling abilities, which I don't get. Like, she's not one of the newer gems. She's not one of the more modern created gems. She's one of the older ones. She's been around for thousands of years. Why'd she just get the ability to control water? Or does she have that ability and the ability to summon a weapon? She's just never tried it before. So, yeah, honestly, I do want to see them embellish. So, yeah, I do want to see Bismuth return. I would love to see her come back. And she was very awesome. There was some interesting character development with Steven as well. And him talking about his mother, and also that he pooped a gem for the first time. So yeah, I want to see that. I want to see if that gets embellished a little bit more. And if it does, that would be pretty awesome. So yeah, all in all, it was a really good episode. I really liked it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite episode per se, but it's still a really good episode and one that I very much enjoyed. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.